Oh, yeah, where's Byakuya? Oh, Byakuya was with me. Byakuya and Makoto showed up together. Where the heck have you two been? You just disappeared without a word. We were investigating, of course. How could you not figure that out by this point? Makoto's ranked high enough for you guys to go off together? Just the two of you? Ranked high enough? What the fuck does that mean?
Huh?
What, are you jealous?
Hey.
Are you making up some kind of super creepy fantasy for yourself? Stop talking and brace yourselves. He'll be here any second. Any second? He could show up at any time. When I imagined what was about to happen, I immediately tensed up and prepared myself. But we stood there for 5 full minutes waiting for something weird to happen. And then 5 minutes became 10. Yeah, Monokuma must be fucking pissed off. Why hasn't Monokuma showed up yet? He's the one who called the meeting. Maybe he died again. Actually, a fair assessment. What should we do? Should we keep waiting here, or what?
What?
Jesus! Did I scare you? Yo, why are you keeping us waiting? I demand an explanation. Why did you waste my time and make me wait like that? What? I made you wait? You've got it all backwards. You're the ones making me wait. Huh?
In other words,
I'm waiting for everyone to arrive. We can't start till everyone's here now, can we? Oh. Kyoko's gonna walk in like nothing ever happened. What are you talking about? Everyone is here. We've all been waiting for you. Sorry, but you're wrong. But I've been waiting 10 minutes now, so it's okay if I punish the one making us all wait, right? If we all agree it's a violation, I'll arrange a punishment right now. If it's me you're waiting for, I'm here. We heard that voice and we all spun around to look.
Hey.
There you are. I'm here. No rules been broken. Kyoko, I mean, I didn't think you were dead anyway. Kyoko, you're still alive? It's a ghost. Stop talking. Kyoko has gotten on my last nerve. She's such a fucking liar. I'm fed up with Kyoko. If you want to fight, do it at the class trial. You need to save some of the fun for later.
What?
But is it okay that there's no particular penalty for being late?
Is that right?
I made it here just fine. What school regulation did I violate? Am I wrong? You're so selfish, so spoiled. You're right, there's no penalty officially, but I bet you'll be sorry later. No, I'll make sure you're sorry later. Anyway, hustle your butts onto the elevator. I'll be one step ahead of you. When Monokuma was gone, we all rushed up to Kyoko. Kyoko! So you really didn't die?
Indeed.
Of course I didn't die. Thank God, I'm glad you're okay. Perhaps that's not necessarily a good thing for us. Huh? He's right, now we've gotten to deal with a ghost. I told you stop talking.
Let's go.
Come on, let's just go. Whatever we need to discuss, we can do it during the class trial. Without ever looking directly at Kyoko, Byakuya stepped into the elevator. Master, wait for me. Good call. Who knows what might happen to us if we take too long.
What?
I'll be happy when the class trial is all over. One after another, everyone piled into the elevator. But I want to know what the fucking Mukuro Ikusaba looked like. But I couldn't help myself. I had to talk to Kyoko before the trial started. Yo, this fucking trial doesn't make any sense. Like one of the clues is that a chicken has disappeared. What the fuck am I supposed to make of that information? Listen, before we get started, I have to ask you, where have you been this whole time? You used the key of yours to go somewhere, didn't you?
Correct.
So, I went to investigate the second floor of the dorms. The second floor?
That's right.
There aren't many monitors or cameras there, so I was able to avoid Monokuma completely. Of course, I've also missed his announcement because of that. I also had no idea a body had been discovered. Then when did you find out? Just now. I finished my search and came back down, just in time to hear the class trial announcement. I took some time to go over the crime scene first. I can't go to a trial completely uninformed, can I? So that's why you were late? I'm sorry I kept you all waiting. But if you were on the second floor of the dorms, then what was the key you found goes to? Then what the key you found goes
Wrong.
to? Actually, to be precise,
In
not
other
quite.
words.
I used Monokuma's secret tool, which can open any lock in this school. What?
Just a second.
Hey, what are you two doing? Hurry up before we get in trouble with Monokuma.
Makoto.
We can go over all the details after we go through the trial, okay, Makoto? Right now, I just want to focus on surviving our current situation.
It would seem...
I feel like I'm the killer. Because of this, probably the single most crucial moment so far for me. For her. That's a strange way to put it. The class trial is important for everyone, right? So why would she say it's a crucial moment for her?
Goodbye.
Well, if that's all. Seemingly unconcerned, Kyoko made her way to the elevator. I'm just overthinking what she said, right? I feel like I'm the killer. I'm like the most sus out of everyone. Being the last one left, I stepped into the elevator. And the door slid shut. This time, the clunking was loud enough to hurt my ears, and the dread began to consume me once again. I can't imagine ever getting used to the mental pressure that comes with preparing for an execution. In that dusky darkness, nobody said a word. We just stood there, silent and still. After an immeasurable period of time, the doors opened without warning. A dazzling light penetrated every depth of my eyes. But it wasn't the illuminating light of hope. It was despair. It was the blinding light of despair. Whoa, look at this room.
I can't wait!
This room funky. I've been waiting for this. I feel like it's been forever since we got together like this. The time for pointless jokes and jabs has passed.
Chills! Kills!
Let's get on with the show. And so the curtain opened for the 5th time. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal, a deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith, a deadly class trial. You like to save? Yeah. Everything gets saved into one slot. Set skill. I didn't get any skills. I didn't hang out with anyone. How much does this cost? 4S. I didn't hang out with anyone. Was I allowed to hang out with anyone? I didn't. Everyone was fucking useless. Alright, that's it.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial.
Okay, I've already
So,
forgotten all the
your votes
already
will
forgotten all
determine
the
the
controls.
results.
What does shift do?
If you can figure out
Oh, that's during the
who
bullet
done
time
it,
thing.
then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened and the one that...
Yeah, normal
well,
rules.
I'll leave...
Well then, let's discuss the specifics of the victim. First, we need to clarify who exactly the unidentified victim is.
It's Kyoko. There's no other explanation.
But Kyoko's standing right there.
No, that's a ghost.
But she has legs and stuff.
Ghosts can have
Well,
legs.
that's just because she's like the latest evolution in ghost technology.
That checks out.
There's a limit to how much ridiculousness I can tolerate.
Okay. So I just have to prove that the corpse isn't Kyoko, right?
She's fucking right here. Why do I need to prove that it
Let's
isn't
compare
Kyoko?
Kyoko's traits to the traits of the dead body.
What?
Her traits?
What important Kyoko trait that proves the body doesn't belong to her? Her gloves. She's got scars.
I'm talking about her gloves. They'll give us some insight into the mystery. I'm sure of it.
She's got some scars.
In that case, I think it would be helpful if someone explained why she actually wears those gloves.
I want to know how she got those
And would
scars.
you happen to know the answer?
In fact, Monokuma told me. Apparently you have scars on your hands you don't want anyone to see.
Oh, you know, now that I think about it, the corpse wasn't wearing any gloves,
That
right?
I mean, gloves can
They
go on and
probably
off.
just got burnt up in the explosion.
The gloves aren't relevant.
The ghost is just trying to fool us all.
Okay, Hero, why are you fucking making this more difficult? There's no way that corpse was Kyoko. But if I can prove why am I trying to prove that someone is alive that is standing right with us? Is this really what we're going with? So I don't have any choice but to. Hero, why are you fucking making this difficult? I told you ages ago. We needed to fucking get Hero out of here. Hero needed to fucking be ejected out of the airlock.
Just a ghost.
Tattoo.
Impossible.
No, she has a tattoo.
Okay, then prove it. Prove she's not a ghost.
The dead body wasn't wearing gloves.
Yeah,
They
that's
got
true.
burnt up in the explosion.
Then she was wearing gloves before the explosion.
Well, yeah, she must have been wearing gloves. Because that corpse is absolutely Kyoko.
She must have been wearing gloves. I got the exploded body has burnt the upper half beyond recognition. The upper half of the body remained on fire and has to be extinguished. Because of this, that's irrelevant. The tattoo of... That's like a Fenrir thing. What was the other one that I had? I don't remember what the other one I have is. Exploded body, tattoo, exploded body analysis. What? The body isn't Kyoko's, and I know I can prove it.
That
Whoops!
Kyoko there is just a ghost.
How do I open my menu? I've immediately forgotten all the controls.
Impossible.
I keep firing my bullets. What am I doing? How do I open my menu? My fucking brain has fucking disintegrated. What am I pressing? X. Jesus Christ. What happened to my brain right there? The body was wearing notably long fake nails. Is it? Wasn't wearing gloves? Fake nails? I can't imagine it's the Fenrir thing. Maybe it's the fake
The
nails.
dead body wasn't wearing
They got burnt
That's
up
true.
in the explosion.
Yo, Baby Yoda Squad, thank you for the follow.
Yeah, she must have been wearing gloves.
No, that's wrong.
I think Hero must have fucking smoked something before
No,
we walked in here.
There's no way the corpse was wearing gloves.
Maybe that's why.
Whoever it was, they were wearing fake nails.
Oh, right, you can't
remember?
wear gloves and fake nails.
I
Oh,
imagine trying to wear gloves over nails like that.
why would the
would've been
Ultimate
a pretty
Soldier
big
wear
pain.
fake nails? The Ultimate Soldier seems like the least girly girl of all of the girls.
Besides, Kyoko wears gloves to hide her hands, right? It'd be pretty weird for someone who's self-conscious about their hands to wear fake nails, don't you think?
Jeez, man, you don't know women, huh? They're complicated like that.
If anyone doesn't know women, it's you.
Yeah, you get him,
Well,
Howie.
Kyoko, any thoughts?
These gloves were custom made to the size of my hands to make sure they don't interfere with my daily life.
Dude, that's
If I
fucking
wore
awesome.
fake nails, the gloves wouldn't fit properly.
I want custom gloves.
Then that's that. The dead body doesn't belong to Kyoko.
Which should have been obvious since she's standing right here.
Thank you. Can we move on
Okay,
from this
so then,
topic?
Who's the real victim?
Can we move on
First,
from this
we need to
topic?
figure that out.
Kyoko's alive.
That's the first thing I said. You're the one who's been dragging us around in circles.
Before anything, we have to identify the victim. Everything starts from there. What do you mean? We got a fucking Fenrir. Sprinkler's exploded body, tattoo on the right hand. What's the exploded body analysis? The exploded body. Nah, that's the Fenrir thing. Kyoko, if Kyoko really is alive.
Then who died?
Tattoo.
There's gotta be some way to figure it out.
We got it. The
I don't
tattoo.
think so. The face was scorched beyond recognition.
What? Ah, shit. Think about one more time. There must be something. Oh, shit. I should stop jumping the
Kyoko
gun.
really
This is my
stolen.
fucking
Who died?
kryptonite.
Gotta be. I don't think so. The face was scorched beyond recognition, and there
I did
wasn't
dump
any
water on
description
it.
in the Monokuma file. Well, if we can't identify the body,
Then there's nothing else we can do, right?
There. We can't identify the body, the tattoo. I'm too eager. I'm too eager to just jump in.
Kyoko
You know?
really-
then who died? There's gotta be. I don't think so. And there wasn't any description in the. Well, if we can't identify the body.
No, that's
Gosh. Owie, I'm sorry I have to come at you
wrong.
like
There
this.
was one clue left
I prefer to
behind
come
that
at you a
we can
different
use
way.
to identify the body.
What? For real? If you're lying, you'll die a cruel and unusual death.
Cruel and unusual death. This I gotta see.
Yo, what the fuck you talking about, Hero? Why you a masochist all of a sudden? What the fuck did that statement come from? We've watched, like, all of our friends die cruel and unusual deaths. What the fuck is this statement of his?
She's just being stupid. Ignore them, Makoto. Tell us what you're talking about.
Dude, we gotta get rid of Hero.
The key to figuring out who it was.
We need to get rid of
is the
Hero
tattoo
immediately.
on the back of her hand.
Oh, yeah. The design's pretty strange, huh? Is this a dog? Her master must have made her get it. To be like, you're my bitch.
Jesus.
Seriously? They really did something that humiliating?
Hot.
No, that's not it. The identity of the victim is hidden within that tattoo.
Oh, really?
Oh shit, I didn't even notice it was like relevant to the dog. If you compare the tattoo to the other information, it should become clear. What did I get? The dead bot Byakuya's account? What was Byakuya's account? Stated there was no corpse in the garden. Oh, that's not it. Tattoo on the right hand. If you compare the tattoo to other information we have, the victim's identity becomes clear. What other information? What information do I have? Did I get information? What? Surely it's not the tattoo. Monokuma file? What? Oh, this one?
I got it! The
I almost
Fenrir
fucked that up.
Mercenary Corps.
I almost fucked that
That's
up.
the name of the military group Mukuro Ikusaba belonged to.
Okay, so...
To show that they're a member of the team, each soldier that joins the squad...
Fenrir?
Ah, shit! Double tap and A. Each would get a tattoo representing Fenrir somewhere on their body. Fenrir? The image that represents Fenrir is... a dog. A wolf. Oh. What was it? A wolf. Wolf. Got it. I thought I was gonna have to remember fucking like, what was it? Zeus's fucking dog of God. What was it called?
The representation of Fenrir is a wolf.
A wolf.
Fenrir, the Wolf of Ragnarok.
The Wolf
It's
of
from Norse
Ragnarok.
mythology.
That's what it was called.
A huge, world-ending wolf beast. He's the child of the trickster god Loki, and a female giant.
Hot.
Man, after all this time,
Loki
we
tapped the
finally got a
giant?
glimpse of the literary all-star.
Nice. Also, don't wolves like eat chickens? Isn't that like a thing?
Tattoo.
Does that explain why the chicken's gone?
Exactly. The body we found had a tattoo of a wolf. Which means that person must have once belonged to Fenrir.
Dude, why is she dead? I wanted to learn more about. She was the more. She was like the most interesting character. We had Hifumi over Mukuro.
Hold on. Isn't she the one that was behind this whole thing?
You sound surprised, but you're absolutely right. Yes, indeed. The trial this time is to solve the murder of Mukuro Ikusaba.
Dude, she died already. She was just
Are you
introduced.
saying the mastermind is dead? And now
The mastermind's
we have
not dead.
a last trial?
The mastermind's still among us. Dun dun dun.
No. It means we were wrong in thinking that Mukuro was the mastermind at all.
But I mean, being the ultimate despair seems like a pretty mastermindy title to me.
She wasn't the
Maybe
ultimate
we shouldn't have
despair.
been thinking of her as the ultimate despair in the first place.
Yeah, Kyoko.
After all, looking at her profile, I didn't see anything that would fit such a description. All
Kyoko
it
sus.
said was that she was the ultimate soldier. If I remember correctly, that other information came from Kyoko. That's what you told Makoto,
Honestly,
right?
yeah, call her out. Yeah, call her out.
That means Kyoko got it wrong?
She didn't get it wrong. She said it
And
purposefully.
who was she? Who was Mukuro Ikusaba? She's been gone this whole time? And when she finally turns up, she gets killed.
Yeah, I
Usually
agree.
when there's a scene where an important character dies, it has a lot more detail.
So you're saying she wasn't an important character? Which would mean she was the same as us. Just another participant.
Then who's the real mastermind?
Dude, I swear to God, if Hero's the mastermind,
Must have been the Hope
I'ma be
Speed
upset.
Academy headmaster after all.
I'm gonna be so upset if
No,
Hero's the mastermind.
headmaster has nothing to do with it.
You never expect the dumb person. That's the lesson. That's always the lesson in these fucking sorts of shit. You never expect the idiot to be the mastermind.
But how can we trust that?
Maybe
We
it is
already
Hero.
know your information about Mukuro was wrong.
My information was not wrong.
Okay. We're in the middle of a trial right now.
Why is she so
Figuring out who killed Mukuro is first and foremost.
Why is she so certain that... She's so certain that she was, like, she's not lying or leading us
Please
astray.
limit all future prattle, chatter, and chit-chat as much as possible.
Fine. Uncovering the identity of the mastermind will have to wait. But remember this. No matter what happens, we will find out who you really are. I stake my family name on it.
The Togami family.
I have officially decided to completely ignore all such attempts at provocation. Now then, just so nobody's confused, let me state this one more time for the record. The reason we're having a class trial is because a murder among the students has taken place. Hammer that point straight into your big ol' brains!
What you're saying is that both the victim and the culprit are part of the student body?
Then, one of us killed Mukuro?
This is weird.
Wait, no! There's a chance that there's some mystery 17th person who's been hiding all along!
Dude, another student,
Nope.
imagine.
There are only 16 students in total that have been taking part in these events.
Then where was her room? This doesn't make sense.
Seriously?
This is a weird addition.
Then
This is a
One
weird
of
twist.
us killed Mukuro?
I'll admit, this is a weird twist. There are so many until these questions get answered.
Who did it?
Weird.
Who's the killer this time?
Get a hold of yourself. We've already narrowed down the list of possible suspects.
Huh?
Huh?
I'm sure you realize who I'm talking about, right, Makoto? Who the evidence points to?
Hiro, of course. Based on what we know, there can only be 2 suspects. Makoto and Kyoko, Mukuro and the headmaster, Toko and Genocide. No, it's me and Kyoko. I think I did it.
Narrowed it down to Kyoko and me, right?
Why do you say that?
Allow me to
Oh, why'd he say
explain.
that? I was only gone.
Just after nighttime last night, I went to the garden, so I can confirm that at that point, there was no dead body there. So, the murder must have taken place after I left the garden. However, Hiro, Toko, Hina, and I were in the gym the entire time.
The gym?
That's right. The 4 of us were there trying to dismantle Monokuma. The whole time, we were very careful not to go anywhere alone.
I like this
We
side of
even
him.
went to the bathroom in pairs.
I like this side of Byakuya. The one that's not an absolute cunt.
All of which is to say, the 4 of us all have alibis.
Are me and Makoto. That's why you're able to narrow down the list of suspects.
Exactly so.
The only suspects now are me and Kyoko. Damn it, I can't let this stand. Somehow I have to clear my name. But I'm not sure if I did do it. What am I on about? I'm such a not a clear headspace. I don't recall a series of events. The masked luchador was in my room, trying to kill me. I fucking wake up, I see Kyoko. I go back to sleep, the knife is missing, the body is dead. I can't recount my own events. Why am I so sure that I have to clear my own name?
I have something I'd like to say regarding the whole alibi
It's so
thing.
weird.
Are you thinking of raising an objection?
Well, before that, I just want to try and get a better idea of what time the murder took place.
It's like 7.
Doing that might reveal some kind of clue.
No, it happened at 7:30. After
Whatever you
7:30.
want. Somebody go ahead and help him out.
Me and Byakuya can both confirm that the body wasn't in the garden at...
No, wait. I figured it out. That's what the tarp was for. Part of the tarp was completely dry and the other was wet. Someone placed the tarp over the body. The sprinklers went off. They moved the tarp. The body is dry. They're trying to change the reference of time. I figured out what the tarp was for.
Well, it was after nighttime for sure. I'd say it must have been around 10 o'clock. So the murder must have happened after 10 p.m.
Then I guess we can say the time frame for the murder was between then and when we found the body? Oh, but what time did we find the body?
We found the body at
The one
9
who saw
o'clock.
The body first was Toko, right? When she went to go get the pickaxe.
What time was the body discovered? 9-ish.
I got it!
It's like 9-ish.
The body must have been discovered at 9 a.m., since that's when Toko went to get the pickaxe.
Yep, now then, Toko, what time is it? Well then, I left the gym, it was just about 9 o'clock, so it's probably 9 on the dot now. Okay, then go get the pickaxe and get here back by 9:01.
He's right. It had to be around then.
So we can be totally sure the murder happened sometime between 10 at night and 9 in the morning.
For
True.
me, I was already asleep before nighttime hit.
I was asleep,
so
alone,
I don't
where no
have
one
an
can...
alibi after 10 o'clock.
Oh, there it is. I don't have an
I'm
alibi.
sure I met up with everyone else before 9 this morning.
We ran into each other in the dining hall, right? That was around... Oh yeah!
7:30.
Right around 7:30.
Right when the
I
sprinklers
remember
go
checking
off.
right before I went in, so I'm totally sure about it.
Which means from 10 p.m. to 7:30 a.m., you don't have an alibi.
Huh, the murder happened between 10 p.m. and 9 a.m. and I don't have an alibi from 10 to 7:30. It just looks like the game has begun. if I can't provide an alibi for that period, then I just have to prove the murder didn't happen during the time I don't have an alibi. To do that, I have to make it clear when the body ended up in the garden. The sprinklers. I think this is where the sprinklers clue comes into play. The sprinklers, there it is. The fragments, that's the bomb. Exploded body analysis, that's the killing. Sprinklers is the
We've established a
what I
time
need.
frame for the murder. It took place somewhere between 10 o'clock at night
The sprinklers.
and 9 o'clock in the morning.
Yep, and Makoto doesn't have an alibi for most of that time.
Fuck you, hero.
10 o'clock to 7:30.
Sprinklers, 7:30.
That's
Sprinklers.
more than enough time to
That's when the
commit
sprinklers
murder,
go
I
off.
should think.
That's when the sprinklers go off. I didn't want to jump the
Makoto,
gun.
if you have any
I didn't want to jump the gun like I
objections, now
always
would be
do.
the time.
So I let it play out. There's something that happens in the garden at the same time every morning. Oh, there it is. That's like the most obvious hint. It always gives you such a hint right there.
9 o'clock. Yep. And
Yeah, from 10 to 7:30.
What? Did I change my bullet? The bullet was wrong.
shoot.
The bullet wasn't the right bullet, was it? It fucking reset my...
We've
Did it reset my
established a
bullet?
time frame for the murder.
Wait, did I fire the wrong bullet?
Took place somewhere between 10 o'clock at night
Wait, what? What happened? What? The sprinklers.
and
What?
9 o'clock in...
What? What? Sprinklers are set to program every morning at 7:30. Did I just fire the wrong bullet? I'm gonna fire it again. I fired sprinkler? What? It was wrong?
Yep,
What?
and Makoto
Doesn't have an.
Yeah, from 10 o'clock to 7:30.
That's more than enough time to commit murder, I should think. So Makoto, if you have any objections, now would be the time.
What? There's something that happens at the garden same time every morning. Thinking back, the corpse was almost totally dry, in which case I should be able to figure out when the body must have appeared in the garden.
We've established a time frame for the murder. It took place somewhere between 10 o'clock at
10!
No, that's wrong.
Alright, it's just a wrong one. What?
Actually, the murder couldn't have happened anywhere near 10 o'clock.
God,
It
I
had
hate,
to have
I hate,
taken place way later.
I hate having the right bullet, but not knowing what the fuck I'm supposed to fire
What
it at.
makes you say that?
Because of the sprinklers in the garden. The sprinklers are set to go off right at 7:30 every morning, right?
Yeah, but the tarp.
So if the body had been in the garden before 7:30,
Nah, the tarp. The
then
tarp.
it should have been completely soaked.
Nah, the tarp.
Oh, hold on. I remember this part perfectly. The body was wet. Dripping wet, in fact.
What?
Sorry, Toko, but you're wrong.
I'm wrong?
Oh.
How?
How's Toko wrong?
Are you saying only the mouth down south was wet? How dare you spew such indecent words?
Oh, the mouth down south.
No, I'm saying that the body was wet.
Oh
but
my
not because of the
god.
sprinklers.
What do you mean?
The mouth down south was wet. Oh my
By
god.
denying the sprinkler, are you trying to deny my entire existence?
Holy fuck, I can't believe she said that.
Totally
That's
wacko.
so fucking funny.
If you really think it wasn't the sprinkler, you'd better tell us why.
It's because I dumped a fucking bucket of water once your dumbass got exploded. I need to prove that it wasn't the sprinkler that got the body wet. All I have to do is hit Toko with certain evidence and that should do it. If we look at the body itself, that should make it clear. Jesus fucking Christ. The moment of truth. Oh, this is shift. This is one of those shift things.
I admit nothing. I hate you. No, no, no! I don't know anything. Hold on. Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing.
This is where I press shift.
hate
If she
you.
blocks my
No,
thing,
no, no.
this is where I press shift.
Anything. Hold on. Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing. Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing. I hate you. No, no, no! I don't know anything.
Huh. Thank goodness.
How can you say it?
This should prove it.
Oh my god, I forgot that statement at the end can change. Did I fire it at the right one? I forgot that I can
Just
have multiple
remember
bullets
what
and
the
that
body was
statement might
like
change.
after the explosion. and you'll see why it wasn't the sprinklers.
Huh.
The top half of the body was wet, yes, but the bottom half was completely dry. If the sprinklers got the body wet, shouldn't the whole body have been wet?
So they only got the top wet? The bottom was completely dry? What a brutal maniac! I'm so sick of her.
Let's just
I agree, Aoi.
move on.
Let's just run away together.
The reason
Just
only
you and
the
me.
top half was wet was because
Because I fucking dumped a barrel of water on her.
while the body was still on fire, I doused it with water. But only the part on fire, the top half.
Yo, Magnetic Diamond, thank you for the follow.
Oh, then I guess the sprinklers really didn't do it.
So if the sprinklers didn't get the body wet, then the murder must have taken place
Nah, I can
sometime after the sprinklers turned on at 7:30 in the
No,
morning.
I can disprove myself.
Which means she must have been killed sometime between then and when the body was discovered at 9.
But
No.
Makoto's alibi was only missing from 10 o'clock last night to 7:30 this morning, right?
So there's no way Makoto could have done it. I guess you had an alibi after all. Good for you.
In which case, the only one left without an alibi is Kyoko.
Yeah, Kyoko, spill the beans. Where have you been, woman? Kyoko's the only one without an alibi, which would mean that the Mukuro's killer is... No, I refuse to believe it. Kyoko murdered someone?
I'd just like to say one thing.
They had it coming.
If you vote for me and I die here, the mystery of this school will stay hidden forever.
You vote for me and I die here? If you killed them, who gives a fuck?
Which is why I can't let that happen.
What? That's not a rebuttal.
So are you saying you're not the culprit?
Of course I'm not. I have no reason to kill anyone.
Unless they try to kill you.
This is a trap the mastermind has laid for us.
A
Trap.
We're this far into the game, and now you decide to blame me? Stop wasting time! Stop wasting energy! You really think your little trick is gonna work?
Yeah, maybe Mukuro Ikusaba wasn't even a student. Like I said, there's too much against the lack of a dorm room, the lack of her picture being here. No, we have no idea what she looks like. I think this maybe was a
Shut up,
trap.
you.
I think this was fake. This is fake
You
news.
got it, boss! Shutting up now!
This is fake news.
Anyway,
Monokuma set us
Kyoko,
up.
you actually did have a reason to kill her.
Huh? She did?
She thought Mukuro was the ultimate despair. In other words, the mastermind behind everything. So she killed her to try and put a stop to all this. Isn't that right, Kyoko? But you made one catastrophic mistake.
Not bad.
Mukuro wasn't the mastermind at all. And as a result, we were forced into another trial. Something I'm sure you weren't at all expecting.
So, that was her motive?
Nah, you're making up a
She had
story.
a motive and no alibi. Well,
This is
then,
fan fiction.
I think it's pretty clear Kyoko's gotta be the culprit.
I'm not the only one without an alibi. Makoto's explanation is still insufficient.
We tried to kill. I mean, I do think I'm the killer. I do think I partially
The
might have been the
sprinklers
killer.
didn't get the body wet, but that doesn't mean the murder happened when he said it did.
I told you. I told you. The tarp.
What are you?
The tarp.
Because you see, there is a way the body could
The
have
tarp!
avoided getting wet.
Interesting. I'm listening.
All it would take is covering the body
The
with a
tarp!
certain something to keep it from getting wet.
A certain something at the scene was used to cover up. What could it have been? The tarp. I don't know why I always go from the bottom up. The tarp.
I got it! You're talking about the tarp, aren't you?
You catch on quick. You're right. All you'd have to do is cover the body with the tarp, and that'd take care of the water. In fact, that's exactly what the killer did.
How do you know this? You analyzed the body
dirt
in like
pattern on
3
the tarp
seconds.
can attest to that. Only one side of the tarp got dirty, because that's the side that got covered in water. The side that faced down over the body, meanwhile, kept perfectly clean.
Shouldn't there be a blood stain on that side?
This proves that the killer used the tarp to keep the body from getting
Also,
soaked.
why does water make it wet? I mean, why does water make it wet? Why does water make that side dirty?
But why would they go to all that effort just to keep the body from getting wet?
The time
Most
frame.
likely so they could cloud the issue of when the murder actually took place.
I already pieced
In
this part
other
together.
words, to create an excuse exactly like the one Makoto just gave us.
Yeah, it was the perfect excuse. I am the killer. Why would Kyoko say that? Why would she want to make me look like the killer? I can't think about that right now. I think I am the killer. I'm not gonna lie. That tarp, if it was used the same way Kyoko said, the tarp must have touched the body, right? But the body wasn't bleeding that much.
Something's not right.
Yeah, the blood.
And what might that be?
Fake blood. Hifumi's at it again. He lost some weight. I can't worry about Kyoko's motivations. If I don't do something, everyone's gonna think I'm the killer. I have to refute what Kyoko said. Body before the explosion. Body, exploded body analysis fragment near the dead body. That's a bomb. I think body before the explosion.
By covering the body with the tarp,
This one.
the killer prevented it from getting wet.
So the reason the tarp was only dirty on one side is because the sprinkler got that side wet.
I
But
guess.
the underside of the tarp, it was totally spotless, right?
Yeah.
It's because that side was protected from the water. Since it was facing down toward the body, of course it didn't get dirty.
But the body before the Wait, what? Am I sure? I don't want to fire the bullet. I don't want to get... Body before the explosion had a mask covering it with a white jacket. A knife had been thrust into the abdomen. There were blood stains around the wound. The body had stopped bleeding, but the blood was still wet. It was noted, however, that there was no blood on the ground or body. This is definitely the bullet. Yeah, I fire it! Ha! Ah, I missed it. That was so close. That was the one. That was the one. That was the one.
By covering the killer prevents...
How do I...
reason that-
What button
the
fires
sprinkler
through
on the
this
underside, it was
text?
totally spotless.
That slows it
That
down.
side was since it was facing down toward, of course it didn't get dirty.
Ah! Fuck! A? Oh, it was A. Oh, you're so
covering the
right.
body with the
I forgot.
prevents-
The silencer?
reason
Yeah,
that-
I forgot how to use the
sprinkler on
silencer.
underside, it was totally... It's because that side was... Since it was facing down toward...
Of course it didn't get dirty.
Ah, you were so right. A
No,
was totally the
wrong.
button. Thank you very much. I've forgotten the control. We're 5 chapters into this and I've forgotten. I still don't know the controls.
Actually, one side being clean is pretty strange if you think about it. Because the blood wasn't dry before the body got blown
Also,
up,
why was she wearing a
right?
luchador mask?
Byakuya said it himself. Not to touch it, or you might get some on you. If you put a tarp on a body in that state, it absolutely would have gotten blood on it.
Well, maybe the culprit washed it, so nobody would know they'd used it.
Yeah, there was a sprinkler going on, you know.
If they had, they would have washed both sides. Just washing the one side wouldn't hide anything.
Oh, yeah, true.
More than that, what if the very blood we saw on the body was meant as a kind of camouflage?
The blood on the body was meant as a camouflage. What? The blood was
What if,
camouflaged?
after the killer used the tarp to avoid the sprinklers, they then covered the body in blood that didn't belong to the victim?
Oh!
You mean someone else's blood? Where would they get something?
Chicken blood!
I know! They could have grabbed some of the blood packs from the nurse's office. That's what Hifumi did, right?
Dude, they
When he
murdered
pretended
a
to be dead?
chicken! For the
No.
blood!
That's not what happened this time. The killer got the blood from right there in the garden.
I could have gotten the blood from the body. Could have stabbed the body after. The body, despite being dead for a short amount of time, you could still just shove the knife in the human body, and the human body would bleed. They got blood from right there in the garden. Why didn't the corpse bleed? There's a knife embedded into it. Why didn't the corpse bleed? Is she fake it? Is she playing possum? That doesn't make
Chicken
sense.
blood?
What? There's a knife in the corpse. Why isn't the corpse bleeding?
Chicken blood?
This is so weird. I don't understand what's happening.
When I checked the chicken coop before the murder, there were 5 chickens. But after the murder, there were only 4.
So, you're saying someone killed a chicken? And then covered the body with the
That's some
blood?
voodoo shit. That seems like something Hero would do. Killing a chicken? That's some voodoo shit.
Man, that's messed up.
No, that's exactly
Killing a
something you would
living
do.
thing just to do something like that is awful. They should have at least eaten it.
Exactly. That's what
Wonder
I'm
if the
saying.
killer had to get the blood from the scene so they wouldn't be spotted walking around.
I wonder if the killer had to get blood from the scene so they wouldn't be spotted
Anyway,
walking around.
There's
Oh.
no denying that a chicken went missing, which provides a basis for my theory.
Perhaps, but even so, there's one thing that still doesn't make sense. You said the culprit used the tarp to avoid the water and then covered the body in blood, right? But if that's the case, then the blood should have soaked into the ground around the body. But that's not what we saw. Only the victim's clothing had blood on it. The ground was completely clean.
I don't understand what's
I
happening.
have to agree, that certainly is strange. Maybe they didn't apply the blood at the scene. Maybe they covered the coat in blood beforehand.
What?
Covered it beforehand?
When you discovered the body, was it wearing the coat like you normally would?
Yeah. No, it was backwards, actually.
I think so.
No, I think the coat was backwards.
Wait, no. The head was through the neck hole, but the arms weren't in the sleeves.
Then that settles it.
Sorry, I'm having a tough time keeping up. What settles what?
What?
Here's what happened. The murder took place before the sprinklers went off,
Okay.
but the body didn't get wet because the killer covered it with the tarp.
Okay.
Then, later, at the same time the killer was gathering up the tarp, they pulled the coat over the body, the coat they'd already covered in blood. This series of cover-ups was meant to disguise the actual time the murder occurred.
But what actually killed
They wanted
her?
us to think the murder happened sometime after the sprinklers
What
had
actually
gone
fucking
off
killed the
at
knife and
7:30.
what?
If that's actually what took place, it certainly becomes possible that the murder happened earlier.
But to pull all that off, wouldn't they have had to go back to the garden after the sprinklers turned off?
That actually wouldn't have been all that difficult.
Huh?
They already had the coat ready, so they just had to grab the tarp and pull the coat over the body. They'd be done in no time.
But the luchador was wearing the coat when they attacked me in my room.
But still,
Hina,
I was
after
already
you met up with Makoto in the
attacked.
dining hall, did you two stay together from that point on?
Oh no. I headed off to the gym, and Makoto didn't show up till later.
Dude, I'm a fucking sleeper agent.
Then he had plenty of time to spare, wouldn't you say?
I don't even refute her. I think I did it.
that's not.
I think I fucking did it. My character's a bit of a fucking sociopath.
Don't bother saying it's not possible.
I must admit, Kyoko's reasoning is sound. Makoto's alibi is inadequate.
And then the suspicion falls back on me again. But why? Why is Kyoko trying to entrap me? Maybe it's because I did it. I don't understand. This guy's dead body has been added to the truth. This guy's dead body. Oh, the fake shit. Yo, Phoenix Rain, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it.
Well then, it looks like we're back to square one. Makoto's alibi is no good, so once again, our suspects are him and Kyoko.
For serious, man? Which one of them did it?
I think you did it.
Hey, why don't we let luck decide? Let's flip a coin. 50-50 odds.
Oh!
Nope.
See? Pretty good idea, right?
Nope.
No, not that. I just remembered something super serious.
There we go, Owie.
Well, don't just stand there. Out with it.
You know that knife we found all black and burnt?
Oh, shit. This is not great for me.
One we found stuck in the body before it exploded, right?
This is not great for me. I wondered when they were going to bring it up.
Monokuma file, the knife went all the way through, from front to back.
I don't think the knife is that thick. Especially with that much blade left. Was it like a joke knife where it's like the knife, like a fucking string, and then like the other knife, so it just like you slide it on?
So, what about it?
I'm pretty sure I'd seen that knife somewhere before.
Ah,
That's what
shit.
I thought when I first saw it.
Owie, but I've
just remembered.
romanced you. Nah, I get it. I get it, Owie. Listen, more important, now that we have the knife, we're gonna have to do something with it. We can't let Toko keep it, that's for sure. I don't want it anyway, so they gave it to me. We already know. This is a flashback. They gave it to me.
The knife we gave to Makoto?
You don't seem surprised. You must have noticed earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Then why did you hide that fact?
it's not that I hid it. It's just.
I didn't bring it up. I was attacked. Yeah, there's the lab coat. I couldn't be sure of what actually happened last night. I thought maybe I really did kill her.
Suspicious. Very suspicious indeed. The knife we found stuck in the body came from Makoto. Now I'm totally convinced he did it. 12,000% convinced.
Hero needs to stop talking. Hero needs to stop talking. Considering everything up until now, I should be able to make it clear. I have to prove that I didn't murder anyone. I'm not the killer. Make your argument. Disguised dead body, exploded body analysis, fragments near the dead body. Uh-oh, I don't know which one I gotta use. Let's give it a listen.
We found lodged in the dead body.
It's the
Not this
same
one.
one we gave to Makoto.
Fragments is the bomb.
It really is, isn't it? I was afraid of that.
Disguised. That's what I just
If he did
got.
have that knife before, then that seals it. Makoto did it.
Possible.
Just because I had the knife once, that automatically makes me the killer?
I had the knife.
Well, getting
That was the only
stabbed
one.
is what killed her, right?
Getting
so there's
stabbed.
No question. You took that knife of yours and killed her with it.
What a horrible man you are, Makoto.
Getting stabbed. That's a suspicious line. We've already established that the coat was put on the body after the tarp was removed. Yeah, that was the disguised dead body. Which means the knife was thrust through the coat into the body. Yeah?
The knife we found lodged.
What? Explosion was burnt. The upper half remained on fire because the upper half was soaking. It's not that one. Fragments near. This was the bomb. This didn't come up at all. This didn't come up at all. And what? The... what did I just get? It was the disguised dead body. The murder took place before the sprinklers turned on. The suspect covered up the body with the tarp to prevent it from getting wet. Later, when they removed the tarp, the suspect placed the white jacket on the body. This jacket had been previously treated with blood to make it look like the corpse had been wearing it.
It's the same one we gave to Makoto.
It really is, isn't it?
Yeah?
If he did have
That seals it.
Oh, that's-
Makoto did it.
just because I had that automatically...
Well, getting stabbed is what killed
Disguised
her,
dead
right?
body?
So there's
No question. You took that knife.
What a horrible man you are, Makoto.
There's really nothing to shoot at. I think I'm gonna have to shoot it at that. Let's give it a
The
try.
knife we found lodged. It's the same one. It
Gave to
really is, isn't
Makoto.
it?
That's
He
it. That's
did
the only
have
option.
that.
There's
Seals
two
it.
options.
Just because I had the knife, that automatically...
Well,
Getting stabbed
This
is
one?
what...
No, that's not...
Alright. Alright. Seeing the cogs
Wait,
turn in my
hold
head.
on. The stab wound isn't what killed Mukuro.
Oh,
That
I
should
was
be
right.
clear from the description of the
I don't know why
cover-up we
I don't know why
just
she's
heard.
not bleeding, but
Lies! We never talked about what killed her.
she got fucking bashed by
No,
a pipe-sized
don't you remember?
object.
The killer covered the dead body with the tarp, and then put the bloody coat on it, right?
What killed him?
In other words, the victim never wore that blood-stained coat until after they were dead.
Okay, fine. So what?
So, when we discovered the body, the knife had been thrust through the coat.
Oh, maybe that's
along
why
with
it's
the
wearing a
body.
mask. Maybe fucking like her eyes had been ripped out.
Meaning, if she wasn't stabbed until the coat was put on, and she was already dead at that point,
Wait. Ah, shit. When did the announcement go off? What if the bomb killed her? Ah, shit. What if someone took the bomb, placed it on her, and she was still alive, and then fucking we triggered it, and then it exploded, and then that's what fucking killed her because we fucking tampered with it. Ah, shit.
obviously the stab wound isn't what killed her.
Maybe
I don't
stabbed
remember
her
when the
twice.
announcement went off.
Once to kill her and once to cover it up.
The victim was stabbed twice in the same spot? No, there's no way that's possible. The exact condition of the body was written down for everyone to see. Here. Hey, the
I got it.
Monokuma file. This is where everything
The
is.
Monokuma file clearly states that there was only one stab wound.
Oh yeah, it sure did. I totally forgot about that.
Then the knife.
Was just another piece of camouflage set up by the true killer.
Oh, fucking going at it with Kyoko.
They probably stabbed her to draw attention away from what actually killed her.
A bomb.
Exploding the body afterward was probably meant to do the same thing.
Okay, maybe they weren't alive then.
The explosion severely damaged the body. making it impossible to know what really killed her.
But it would hit with a pipe
It
or
was
some
all
shit.
the killer's attempt to destroy all evidence of their crime.
There's a fucking man-eating plant 3 feet away from you. This is the ultimate get rid of hide the body.
So they wanted us to notice the stab wound.
What?
And then detonated the body afterward. They meant for us to latch onto the knife as the cause of death, then destroy any evidence proving otherwise.
Oh, hey, I have a question. It kind of goes back to the beginning, but what's the deal with that explosion anyway? Why'd the body just blow up? all of a sudden
Finally,
like
the
that?
bomb has come into
If you
play.
bothered to put that lump of gray matter between your ears to
All right,
use,
Byakuya is back.
you'd know the answer.
Alright, Byakuya is back on the bad list. I
Well,
hope he
if you're
fucking
so
did it.
Smart,
And we
just
gotta kill him.
tell me.
I'll tell you. I bet some unknown quantum particle caused an atomic level spontaneous combustion.
Never mind. Get rid of Hero. Get rid of Hero immediately. I cannot stand this
I
fucking
might
idiot.
be dumb, but even I'm not dumb enough to believe that.
Go ahead, Makoto. Tell her or we won't make any headway on this.
Dude, oh, I gotta do everything, you bitch. Because I'm the NPC. I'm the main player. Body fragments. Bomb.
I got it! After the explosion, we found a tiny fragment of something on the ground near the body, right? That fragment reveals the cause of the explosion.
That doesn't look like a bomb at all.
Huh? You know, I feel like I've seen something like it somewhere before.
That's only natural. Because, of course,
I think
we saw the
Monokuma did
same
it.
thing when we dismantled Monokuma.
I'm not gonna lie. I think Monokuma did
It's
it.
part of a bomb.
Oh! Then the explosion was because of the Monokuma bomb.
Anyway, the culprit's motive is becoming more and more obvious by the minute. They wanted the knife wound to look like the fatal injury so that we'd suspect Makoto. And the only one who would benefit from that is
Kyoko.
the only other possible suspect. You, Kyoko.
Hold on a second, Byakuya.
She's still smiling.
What's the problem?
Nah, it could
Well,
still be
I
Hero.
just feel like we need to think this through. We still
It can
don't
still
know
be
what
Hero.
actually killed the victim.
A
true.
pipe-sized object.
It's definitely bugging me. What really killed her?
Fine. I have no problem with that. Let us continue the debate. It won't change the facts of the case
Wrong.
regardless.
This is how debates work, right? You just talk over each other. Wrong. We need to determine what ultimately killed the victim. I need to concentrate. I don't know what killed him. Oh, the Monokuma file. There we go.
Then, shall we continue the debate? The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined, correct?
The explosion didn't kill her for sure. I guess.
Okay, I'll agree with that.
Yeah, she was already totally dead when that happened.
I didn't know that.
And it wasn't because of the knife, right?
No.
And then there's only one other thing.
Oh yeah. According to the Monokuma file, that's gotta be it. There was evidence that showed she was hit on the back of her head.
I'm gonna take this. I
And
feel like
more
that
than
might be
that-
important.
The victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire body.
Countless wounds? The knife was a cover-up and all the other wounds on her body weren't fresh. Which only leaves...
Then, shall we continue the debate?
What?
The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined.
The explosion didn't kill her for sure.
Well, yeah.
And it wasn't because then
The
there's only
knife.
Oh yeah. That's gotta be it. There was evidence that showed she was hit on the back of her head.
And more than that, the victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire
This?
body.
I didn't shoot it, apparently. The knife was a cover-up and all those other wounds on her body weren't fresh. Huh. Which only leaves...
Then, shall we...
What does the Monokuma file say? Due to the explosion, they were dead on the blast. The victim has been stabbed a single time with a knife, which went completely through the body. This has also been struck in the head with an object as thick as a metal pipe. The body was a cover-up. Was covered up with wounds, but these were at least several days old. I don't know what the fucking fire.
The victim's fatal injury has yet...
The explosion didn't kill her for sure.
Fatal injury on
And it wasn't even...
the final one?
That's gotta be it. There was evidence that showed she was hit on the back of her head.
And more than that, The victim had suffered countless wounds across her
I
entire
don't
body.
think it is. No. I fired it again and it didn't hit. I don't know what the fuck to fire. Someone give me a hint. Someone give me a hint. Don't straight up tell me, but give me a hint. Vanilla Nexus. Do I have to absorb a bullet? Let's start with there. Do I have to absorb a bullet? I don't know this. This one is just like, this one doesn't make sense to me. There's like everything everyone says. Yeah? I do have to absorb a bullet. Ah, shit. Can we continue the debate?
victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined.
Fatal
correct?
injury.
The explosion didn't kill her for sure.
The explosion and knife, I think, are irrelevant.
Well, yeah. She was over.
And it wasn't because of the knife, right? Then there's only one other thing.
The victim's
Oh, yeah.
fatal injury.
According to the Monokuma file, that's gotta be it. There was evidence that showed she was hit on the back of her head.
Fuck! That wasn't it. So what you're saying is I was wrong.
Then, shall we continue the debate? The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined.
Fatal
The explosion
injury.
didn't kill-
Well, yeah.
I don't know which one to fire it at.
Oh, yeah. That's gotta
So it's
be
not
it.
this one.
There was evidence.
And more than that, the victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire body.
Countless wounds. Where would I fire that at? Countless wounds? Fatal
Then, shall we
injury.
continue the debate?
The victim's fatal.
The explosion didn't kill.
Well, yeah.
I'll fire this at the last one. Even though he says it, is it a contradiction in himself?
According to the Monokuma, that's gotta be it. There was evidence that showed she was hit on the back of her head.
Hit on the back of her
More
head.
than
Fatal
that,
injury.
The victim
I
had
think
suffered
that one.
countless wounds across her entire body.
Then,
Hit
shall
on the
we
back of her
continue the
head.
debate? The victim's fatal injury.
Fatal
has
injury.
yet to be-
Huh!
No, that's wrong.
Got it! Got it, got it. That was a fucking weird one. That was a weird one.
Mukuro died because of the blow to the back of the head she suffered.
What about the wounds all over the rest of her body?
The Monokuma file makes it clear that those weren't fresh wounds.
Oh yeah, good point. If they were old, I guess they don't really matter.
Okay, then we're
I wanna
safe
know what
in
they were
assuming
about.
The blow to the back of her head is what killed her.
But then, what was the murder weapon?
The Monokuma file says she was hit with a blunt object.
What's about as thick as a metal pipe?
Metal pipe.
My cock.
Oh, I bet it was the pickaxe.
How is that even possible?
Nice. Let me just
If you hit
subtly
someone
flex and
with
then
that,
wink at
they
Owie.
cave their skull in completely.
Well, maybe they held it the other way and hit her with the handle.
Did you hit someone with a handle?
No way! The balance would be all off. You wouldn't be able to swing it with any kind of power. I wouldn't mind testing it on you if you want.
No thanks. I bet you just hit me with the metal end and call it an accident.
I'd love to scoop out that nasty brain of yours, throw it on the ground and spit on it.
Ew. Hot.
I feel the same way. Looks like we're on the same page this time.
I think Hero's fucking
Seriously?
maybe the mastermind.
We want to figure out what killed her, right? It just so happens we already know.
He's too dumb to have made it this far.
We already know? I knew we could count on you, Master.
So what was it?
Go ahead and tell them, Makoto. Surely you've deduced the real murder weapon?
The chicken. I don't fucking know. The real murder weapon? Do I have it? The fucking what? The murder weapon? The block key. Is that about as thick as a pipe? Oh, the arrows. Maybe. The arrows?
I got it! Mukuro was hit in the back of the head with something.
I was wondering where
That's
that came
what
into
killed
play.
her.
You don't hit someone with an arrow. You can't kill someone with an arrow. Whoosh. What?
And that something was the titanium arrow we found in the locker in the dojo.
The ultimate soldier got smacked to death with an arrow?
An arrow. That's what the culprit attacked Mukuro with?
Indeed. There's no doubt about it.
Are you sure?
Dude,
That
what the
sounds-
fuck?
Kinda weird.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. I agree with you, Owie.
How dare you backtalk, Master? You have no right.
I'm not back-talking anything. I'm just saying what I think.
I don't blame Hina for doubting it, because there's one more thing about that weapon. One more secret. Oh, the duct tape. Probably. Bloody duct tape, yeah. Probably the duct tape.
The titanium arrow.
is
It
the
was
one
in
other
the
thing.
dojo locker, right? I have no doubt that was the murder weapon.
What about the duct tape? Maybe
Are
the
you
duct tape
sure?
was the murder weapon.
You don't sound convinced. What's the problem?
Also, where'd the blood on the duct tape come
As
from?
in the Monokuma file, it said the weapon must have been about as thick as a metal pipe, right? It seems like an arrow would just be too thin.
Oh, you wrap it up.
Back to Master.
Oh, you wrap up a bunch of... It still doesn't make sense. That doesn't have the fucking physical girth. What? You wrap up, you duct tape a bunch of arrows together? Which is why they use duct tape.
The titanium arrow.
It doesn't have the...
It was in the dojo
If you duct tape a
locker,
bunch
right?
of arrows, that's
I have
still...
no doubt
That's still
that
gonna be
was the
so,
murder
like,
weapon.
structurally weak. You can't beat someone to death with that.
Because in the it said the weapon must have been... It seems like an arrow would just be too
I
thin.
missed! Ah! I didn't know it'd last that long. Shit.
Right!
The
Fuck.
titanium
That one's
arrow.
on the
It was in
move.
dojo. I have no doubt.
Are you sure?
You don't sound convinced.
Well, it said the weapon must have been... It seems
Yo,
like
this
an
one
arrow
fucking is
would
on the move. Got it.
No, that's wrong. You're right. Just the one arrow would have been too weak. That's why the killer used another weapon.
Duct tape.
Another weapon?
Duct tape. Flex
Inside
tape.
the dojo locker, we also found a balled-up wad of duct tape. The killer probably used this duct tape to bind multiple arrows together. Bundling them together using the duct tape would easily create a single weapon as thick as a pipe.
Yeah, but they could still move. It's not a solid. It's just a bunch of fucking like
And
things
that's
together.
exactly what the killer did.
It'd still move.
It's similar to Aesop's fable about the bundle of sticks.
Doesn't make sense. This
One
doesn't
stick
make
is
sense to
weak,
me.
But put them together, and they become strong. It's...
Damn, that's harsh.
How is it harsh? Are you even listening?
Anyway, that explains the murder weapon. As for who the culprit is that stashed the weapon in the dojo locker...
Was it Kyoko?
It was you, Kyoko.
It was
I've never
Kyoko's
been
locker.
to the dojo.
I have
Oh,
a key.
no. You absolutely have.
How can you say that with such confidence?
Dude, maybe Monokuma planted the key. I'm
Because we
telling
have
you,
proof,
something's
of
not right
course.
here. Something's
Don't we,
afoot.
Makoto?
I think maybe everyone's innocent except me. I think Makoto might have done it. He could have done it, possibly. Aoi was in the dojo.
What's the
but
matter?
Aoi is innocent till this game is
Surely
over.
you don't intend to protect a murderer.
Aoi is innocent until this
You
game is
know
over.
what will happen if you do, don't you? If you cover for the culprit, there's only one thing that can lead to. The death of us all, remember?
Of course I remember.
Then show us. Show everyone the evidence that proves Kyoko went to the dojo.
I have evidence. Evidence that Kyoko went to the dojo. It must be connected to the dojo locker. This one?
I got it! The one thing that proves Kyoko was in the dojo is...
This.
right here. The key to the dojo locker.
And how does that prove anything?
It was in your room.
Because
Bitch.
It was in my room?
Bitch. Yo, Gamesy Lockhart. Thank you for the follow.
To play dumb. That key is just the final piece of the puzzle. Your non-existent alibi.
Actually,
your
Byakuya
clear
could have done it.
motive, your attempts to frame Makoto for the crime.
This is very smart. I think Byakuya could have done it. He also had the key to her room. So he could have entered at any point in time and then left. So, Byakuya, we're not really being sus of
This all
you.
proves that you are the true culprit. You can't explain this away, so just give
I
up.
kind of hope it was Byakuya. Get rid of him.
Hold on a second.
Not this again. You really are dead set on defending her, aren't you?
No, it's not that I want to defend her. It's
Yeah, it's just I'm a simp.
There's one more thing I need to ask her. Kyoko, I want you to tell me something.
Do you like me? Do you like me?
Last night, you were in my room, weren't you? Why? What were you doing there? That's what I need to know.
I was just protecting you.
What?
She was protecting me? Then does that mean she knew I was being attacked? She's the mastermind, but she's fallen in love. She came to my rescue? Could that be when... which would mean that Kyoko, she killed someone for
That's
me?
enough. The time for idle chatter is over. A verdict is close at hand.
No.
Wait,
Oh, wait.
I'm warning you. Don't make this mistake. I'm not the killer.
The classic I'm not the killer defense. It wasn't me.
I knew you were stubborn, but this is just getting ridiculous.
Really? But you should know better than anyone I didn't do it.
Also, Kyoko, I'm with Aoi, so.
Can you tell me I'm wrong?
I should know.
Yeah, you have my key. What? Byakuya should know better than anyone? What does that mean? What? A what? What? When the body was found? That doesn't seem right. When was the body found? This is 9 o'clock? What the fuck is this piece of evidence? 7 a.m. Makoto wakes up at the announcement. Makoto and Aoi arrive at the dining hall. Makoto meets with the others at the gym to head to the headmaster's room. Toko's toilet. This doesn't seem right at all. Those words you just spoke, what do you mean? Let's let this play out.
Exactly what I said. I'm not the killer.
I'm not the killer. It wasn't me.
You should understand that more than anyone here.
Byakuya, what are you hiding?
Master would never hide something from me.
There's proof that you aren't the culprit.
There's proof?
Is that what you're saying?
You stated a theory earlier. You said I hid the evidence of my crime in the dojo locker. And
But I
then
couldn't
left
have.
the locker key in my own room, correct? But could I really have done that?
Huh, wait, Kyoko gave her room key to Byakuya, right? Which would mean...
Those words you just spoke.
Wait, do I need
What
to
do you
absorb a
mean?
bullet? I don't think I need to absorb a bullet. I think this one might be fine. When the body was found, 7:30?
Exactly what I said.
I'm not
key?
the killer. You should understand.
Byakuya,
Master would never.
There's proof that you aren't the culprit. Is that what you're saying?
You stated
I need
a
to fire it
theory
at that, I
earlier.
think.
You said I hid the evidence and then left the locker key in my own room, correct? But
I think this one.
could I really have done that?
I think this one. The locker key in my room, and then there's the proof. I think this
Those
one.
words
I think
you
I
just
think I got it.
Exactly. I'm not the. You should understand.
Byakuya.
Master would never hide something from.
There's proof that you aren't the culprit.
Ha!
No, that's wrong.
Dude, fucking get out of here. You think you're smart? I'd putting a tarp over the body,
Why?
blaming me?
Kyoko wouldn't have been able to get into her room
Where'd you get the fucking knife from, though?
Huh? Why not?
How'd you get the knife from my room?
because she had given her room key to Byakuya.
I see. So that's what you meant. And if I had the key to your room,
Then obviously I had no way of getting in.
Untrue. Untrue. Kyoko has the fucking master key. Kyoko has the fucking Monokuma key, which she says unlocks every door in the entire fucking building. She could have gotten back into her room. This is a lie.
Without my room key, I couldn't have possibly put the locker key in there myself.
But it's not evidence, so I can't bring it up.
Am I wrong?
Yes.
it would appear not.
Then you're finally starting to understand.
Huh. No, that's not actually true. There was a clear contradiction in what Kyoko told us. An obvious lie. But this isn't like her. To try and save herself with such a desperate lie? Does she really feel that threatened because she's the killer? Or is it something else? Was there some deeper meaning behind in what deeper meaning hidden in what Kyoko said earlier? If you vote for me and I die here, the mystery of the school stays hidden forever, which is why I can't let that happen. This is a trap the mastermind has laid for us. The mastermind's trap. The mastermind is trying to trap Kyoko, but what if that's not really true? What can I do? What should I do? What should I... The mastermind's trap? What the fuck have we just gone into? The victim was Mukuro, and Kyoko killed her? What does Kyoko really know? What am I supposed to do? Kyoko's a lie. I'm the only one who knows it's a lie. I'm the only one who can expose it. But who can I trust? What am I supposed to do? The mastermind's trap. If you spend all your time trying to avoid danger, you'll never move forward. We know the danger, but if that risk means solving the mystery, we have no choice. Am I wrong? What do I do? I have to decide right here now. Whether to expose... Wait! I'm not ready for a fucking... I don't know. I'm not ready for this. What? Let it go? Run away? Pursue the lie? Wait! Ah, shit! I didn't... This game is such a not open... Ah, dude, what the fuck? I feel like... I don't want to fuck this up. I feel like I want to pursue the lie. I really do. But... Because, like, what? I feel like this game is trying to guilt trip me. I feel like this game is trying to fucking guilt trip me into, like, oh, no, don't expose it. Kyoko, she's been so loyal. She's been such a loyal character, you know? She, like, only she knows. So it's like, oh, I should let it go. I should take the fall. I should withhold information for the sake of Kyoko. Run away. I don't know what the fuck run away means. Does that just fucking kill me? Is that game over? If I let it go, then I'm such a fucking simp. I feel like... Listen. The spirit of Taka is calling me. I must uphold my duty to follow the rules. Taka told me, he ingrained into me the class rules that I should just follow. That if I don't do anything wrong, nothing bad can happen to me. Me calling out a lie of hers is doing no wrong. It is the truth. She told a lie. She is in the wrong. So thus, I should not suffer the consequences because I am not lying. I am telling the truth. Good karma comes back around. I'm pursuing the lie.
Hidden within Kyoko's statement just now.
Dude, did I fuck up? Did I fuck this up? Am I gonna get a fucking game over?
A lie?
Isn't that right, Kyoko?
You said it. The burden of proof is on you. So let's hear it. Where's this lie, then?
Kyoko's definitely lying, and it must be because there's some other deeper truth she wants to keep hidden. Kyoko's account. What the fuck is Kyoko's account? I don't know what Kyoko's account is. Kyoko's account. Secret tool, which grants access to any room in the school to sneak into the second floor of the dorms. This seems to have no monitors or security cameras. I didn't have a key to my room.
Because I'd given it to Byakuya.
True.
There's no doubt about that, right?
You are correct.
So I couldn't possibly have gotten into my room.
Wrong. Almost missed it.
Wrong. No. Kyoko could have gotten into her room. You said so yourself. Didn't you, Kyoko?
Actually, to be precise, not quite. I used Monokuma's secret tool, which can open any lock in this school. What?
Monokuma's secret tool?
Kyoko stole it from the headmaster's room. It lets you get into any room in the school. Which means she could have used it to get into her own room.
Then I guess that's it.
You're giving up just like that? You admit to killing...
No, I'm simply recognizing that I lost.
What are you talking about?
I win the debate.
Like I said, this was a trap, and I wasn't able to escape it. So I lost. That's all this means.
Huh?
Huh?
Then, are you saying you really didn't... Kyoko, you really aren't the killer?
Okay, time's up!
Huh?
I'm
What?
sorry to say, but your time is up! All done, all finished. The class trial is all over.
Can I vote for Monokuma?
But that's ridiculous! Since when is there any...
It's because you were late, so the trial started late and time ran out. So then, it's time for voting time, okay? Everyone, please vote using the lever in front of you. But I guess we already know who the blackened is, don't we?
No, I didn't even get a vote. I didn't even get to vote. I would have voted for Hero. I'm not gonna lie. Ah, shit. Dot, dot, dot. But if this is wrong, I got it right? So she did kill him. Wait, what? Brilliantly right. Wait. What? This is against the rules. If she didn't kill him, this is against the rules and we should all die. Wait, what? You got it right? Does that mean Kyoko really is the killer? But something strange is going on here. There's something wrong with this whole class trial. Kyoko.
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment.
Is everyone ready? Okay, then.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
What? Shit just don't seem right. That was such like a fucking vital option, whether to tell the truth or not, or run away. I don't know what the run away part meant. Dude! This is a fucking brutal death. This is a brutal death. This is right there with Leon. This one's fucking brutal. After school lesson. Oh shit, is she nervous? Oh, what is he teaching? Oh, she's embarrassed? Is she embarrassed by the lesson he's giving? What is she? Why is she turning purple? She's trying to knock herself unconscious? That was a brutal death. Did she, like, knock herself unconscious so she didn't have to experience it? That's how the class trial of Mukuro Ikusaba came to an end. I still had to wonder whether Kyoko was actually innocent or... Whoops. Or regardless, the truth was lost forever, even for me. I stopped thinking about it, and that was the end of Mukuro's class trial. And in the end, it would prove to be our last class trial. Once that case was over, there was never a single murder at Hope's Peak ever again. Wait, this is a bad ending? We had obtained peace in exchange for the lives of all the others. Wait, what? Is everyone knocking up Aoi? What the fuck? At least I gotta knock her up, but what the fuck? Peace only inside the school. Peace only for us. Fucking Toko's dead. Fucking Toko's dead. But that was the only hope we had. Hope. Hope. Hope? This is hope? What the fuck?
This isn't right!
Huh? Whoa!
Makoto, why are you staring off into space? Don't you have a for Kyoko's claim?
I just had that so I fucking saw into the future! Oh my god, I'm a fucking superhero! What happened? Oh, at least I gotta have sex with Aoi. I gotta imagine that whole thing. Nice-oo. Oh my god, what happened? Her claim? Oh, that's right. I have to. Do I expose Kyoko's lie or not? What if I do it? Let's expose her lie again. If you spend all your time avoiding a move danger, you have no choice. I fucking expose her lie again. I'm like, yeah, no, she told a lie. So to think, I've been wrong. I better think this carefully. What did I do? What do I do? Oh my god. I thought I fucking would have had to reload. What if I run away? I don't know what the run away option is. Yo, let's fucking let it go. What's run away? Is run away bad? I didn't get cooked by Hiro. Let's just like to think that Hiro and Byakuya had sex with Toko. And then I had sex with Aoi. Let's just imagine that was the series of events that happened. I'm not gonna do the runaway. Let's just let it go. I don't know what runaway does, but let's just let it go. I've made my decision. I have to believe in Kyoko. There's no way she would kill someone. There has to be a secret here. Something that has to do with the mastermind's trap that Kyoko mentioned.
Does no one have a rebuttal? Have you decided to accept her assertion as fact?
Dude, what a fucking roller coaster of events that was.
I see. So you still refuse to accept it. I suppose we have to admit that Kyoko didn't put the locker key in her room. That it was someone else.
But who else could it have been?
I mean,
God.
Byakuya had a room key, right?
God, mature Aoi. I lost.
You! What are you trying to imply?
But of course, I have an alibi. From nighttime on, I was with you guys the entire time.
Dude, it was a
I
setup.
couldn't possibly have killed anyone, or put the key in Kyoko's room.
Well, someone had to put the key in there.
Monokuma.
There's
He
only
has
one
access.
other possibility.
He has access to everyone. Every single room whenever he wants.
Someone could have had the key on them, then once they arrived at the scene, pretended to find it there.
What?
Me?
It had to be Makoto.
Aoi, but we have a child.
I don't see any other option.
Wait a second. You've got it all wrong. Let's think about it one more time. There's gotta be a hidden side to this case.
Also, it's kind of fucking brutal that she gave birth to 3 boys. What the fuck?
Huh? A hidden side?
That's not how
First of
society
all,
gets advanced.
There's something off about this entire trial. You all see it, don't you? Mukuro, who we didn't even know existed, suddenly shows up dead. And then we're thrown into a trial. And Kyoko even said, it's a trap the mastermind set for us. So that's why...
Mukuro doesn't exist.
Okay, time's up.
Oh, you fucking bitch.
Time's up. Class trial's all over. Everyone can stop talking now.
What? Time?
What do you mean time's up?
It was a
There's no
setup.
time's up. Since when have we...
It's because you were late, so we had to push back the start time.
Ah, shit, she's gonna die
So
again.
then it's time for voting time, okay?
That's what I think of you,
Everyone, please
Monokuma.
vote using the lever in front of you.
Can I vote for Monokuma?
Voting time?
I refuse. Ah, shit, I'm gonna get ejected. Hey. 100 coins. Do I not get any coins? There it is, 82.
Now, who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one?
Hey, hold on!
What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
What's it gonna bear? It's gonna be you. Oh shit, what's gonna happen? Fuck, I was betrayed by everyone. I told you this is what happens. This is what happens when I fucking lie on behalf of Kyoko. What? You're all gonna die. You think I'm the... Actually, I might have been the killer. Like I said, I think I've actually been sus this entire time. Sorry, man. Sorry. It's all your fault. Everyone, you're wrong. You've got it all wrong. I didn't do it.
Indeed.
Good job, everyone. Good job.
Yep.
Yep, they got it right. No, I know that's not true. None of this makes any sense. This whole trial doesn't make any sense. It makes perfect sense. It's the same as always. It's just like all the other class trials, and I'm gonna end it the same way. It's time for your heart-pounding, positively thrilling punishment. Wait, why do I... Kyoko.
I don't expect you to forgive me. I know this is all my fault.
Let's give it
Dude, I told you.
everything we've got.
I told you. This is why I fucking threw her under the bus. I threw her under the bus, and I was like, I knew it. I was so right to throw her under the bus. What happens? Do I die? The game over? Am I gonna get rewound in time again? Can I fight back? I'm the ultimate lucky student. What if I just live? I'm the lucky student. What if I just live? Oh, great. Now I'm here. Fucking brilliant. What is he teaching? He's teaching me about sex again? It's different. That's the saw. That's the contraption I'm about to die to. Like the same thing, but now it's me. So what if I live? What if I just live? What if I say no? Nope, get an upskirt shot. Nice. I lost. Why am I embarrassed? Oh, the sex. The sex ed. I'm so embarrassed. This is weird. This is weird. What, am I gonna live through this one again? Oh! Oh! Chihiro! Oh! Dude, Chihiro saved us! I am the ultimate lucky student! What's this? What's going on? What was that? Or was that... It had to be.
This is...
Alter Ego. Alter Ego. Is this some stupid virus from that stupid guy? He must have planted it when it invaded my network. Oh, he's fucking brilliant. Chihiro is the fucking hero of this game. No joke. Fucking created a virus and is now fucking putting up like fucking porn ads everywhere. Damn it all to hell. I don't believe this. It seems you finally made a miscalculation. No, you miscalculated from the very beginning.
What the heck?
What was that?
In other words,
what I'm saying is, you shouldn't have underestimated us. You shouldn't have underestimated Chihiro. Chihiro is the fucking hero of this goddamn game. Huh? Why are you talking like you've already won? I barely felt a thing. It was a pinch, an itch. The stupid virus is gone now. Got it? And so is Makoto. Maybe I didn't get to smash him flat, but you're never gonna see him again. To waste away in a garbage-strewn pit. In a way that's even better special punishment. But it's still not enough. I'm still not satisfied. I'm still gonna bring despair to the rest of you. Bring despair to the entire world. Wait, so am I gonna take up perspective in like a garbage chute? Is he gone? Hey, Kyoko, what's the meaning of all this? What the hell is going on?
calm down.
It's okay, we're not the ones being trapped this time.
In other words,
Now it's the masterminds that's ensnared.
What did you say?
What are you talking about?
so
You'll understand soon enough. Very soon indeed. What? The massive high school towers over all the buildings in this bustling urban area. This is the beginning of the game. It's like the school stands at the center of the entire world. Hope's Peak Academy. It brings in the top students from every field imaginable, a government funded of privilege. They say if you come here and manage to graduate, you'll be set for life. With hundreds of years of tradition, it sends the cream of the crop to the workforce every year, but it was built to raise hope in the nation's future, which makes Hope's Peak Academy a pretty fitting name. There are two things you need to attend this school. One, you have to already be attending high school. Two, you have to be already the very best at what you do. No ordinary student could enroll here. The only way is if you're scouted by the school itself. And standing there at the gate of the ultimate school filled with the ultimate students was me. What? Huh? What? Where am I? I woke up with my head resting on top of a hard wooden desk. My body felt heavy. It wouldn't be weird for me to zonk off. I forgot I fucking say the word zonk off in the middle of some boring class or whatever, but... What was I doing asleep here just now? It wasn't any classroom I'd ever been in before. What the heck was going on? Finally. I could finally feel my mind and body start to come back together again, and then I was awake. Or was it just another dream? A dream inside a hopeless nightmare? No, this isn't a dream. I could tell because the stench invading my nostrils was too powerful for a dream. What an awful smell. I was in a vast dark cavern with the barest hint of light seeping in. Trash was piled high all across the area. This must be some kind of underground garbage pit. A heck of a situation to find myself in, but that was just the beginning of my problems. Was I going to be stuck in there until I wasted away and died? No, I can't let that happen. Not after what my good friend went through to save me. I remembered all too well what happened. God, Alter Ego saved me, and he used up his little last bit of strength to do it. So I can't give up now, for myself and for my friend, and with that, my pursuit of survival began. First up was to start looking for a way out of there. What is this? Is this the rocket? Was this the rocket at the very beginning of intro of the game? That's a rocket and a tank. I'd better not think too much about what I'm seeing down here. Some desks. My desk. This is a desk. It's probably the one that fell down here with me. Dude, this is literal fucking war. Is that an airplane? How did something like that wind up in the school's garbage pit? Rattle, rattle, it's locked. No matter how many times I pushed or pulled or kicked at it, it didn't budge. Getting out of here isn't going to be that easy. Well, if I'm not getting out of here anytime soon. I decided to look around for some food. There's plenty of food here, but it's all rotten. But that was pointless, too. Next, I searched for some water. How can I be sure which liquids I can drink and which ones are all around are a bad idea? Again, pointless. I feel like I'm blocked in on all sides. But that's certainly not enough reason to give up, because I'm still alive. As long as I'm alive, I'll never give up. After making that proud declaration, the next thing I decided to do was go to sleep. My sleep was deep and uninterrupted. That was my only way to preserve what little strength I had left after not being able to eat or drink. I can't be sure, but I think at least a full day had to have passed, and all I did was sleep and sleep. It was like I was waiting for some kind of sign to come falling out of the sky. However, what fell from the sky wasn't a sign. Not exactly. Crunch? What the? The strange sound pierced my silent isolation, jarring me awake. As I watched piles of garbage jostled and formed in an odd shape. Did something fall down over there? Something fell up from above. What could it have been? Dude, someone sending me supply drops? Did a giant piece of trash just fall down here? I carefully stretched out my hand out towards whatever it was that had tumbled down here with me.
Just a second.
A giant piece of trash? Rude? What? Before she even emerged from the pile of garbage, I knew who it was? Kyoko?
It smells
You got a nice
awful.
cup of noodles on your head. How the fuck did you get down here? This place smells awful.
Indeed.
You got some Naruto on your head. Looks like you're doing better than I expected. What are you doing here? Isn't it obvious? And she has the key? She has the fucking ultimate key. The ultimate key. Isn't it obvious? I'm here to help you. I'm glad to hear that, Kyoko. You got a bit of garbage in your hair. She gave her head a quick, sharp shake to get rid of the trash, then faced me again. First, I have something for you. Go ahead and eat it. We can talk once you're finished. Thank you. I snatched onto the bread and water she was holding out for me. Within seconds, it was in my mouth and making its way towards my stomach. Phew, that really hit the spot. Now I've got all the energy I need to keep going. So you still haven't given up then? Of course not. After all, the fact that I can keep going forward is about all I'm good at. Well, that's not such a bad thing to be good at. Yo, so you got the key? But Kyoko, why'd you come to rescue me? To pay a debt, or no, to atone. Atone? During the trial, even though you knew I was lying, you didn't say anything. True. Let's just go with that narrative. So you knew that I knew?
Indeed.
But even though I knew, I did nothing to help you. I abandoned you. Don't say that, you didn't abandon me. No, that's exactly what I did. I abandoned you in order to save my own life. You were trying to save me, and I couldn't bring myself to do the same for you. But listen, that's not what I'm trying to make I'm not trying to make excuses, but there was a reason I had to survive, no matter the cost. Why did you have to survive?
It's true.
I'll tell you everything. The reason I have to survive
In other words,
is so that I can do what I came to this school to do. What? I made up my mind to come to Hope Peak Academy for one very important reason. So you have some reason for coming to Hope's Peak?
indeed.
That's right, at least I did once. Once? Until recently, I have forgotten what it was. You forgot, but that's... She remembered. No memory? That's impossible. Amnesia? Then is it really true you lost your memory? Do you remember, Makoto? Do you remember the first thing that happened to each of us as soon as we arrived at this school? The first thing? You're talking about when we fainted, right? I fainted, and when I woke up, I was trapped here.
That's right.
I fainted too, and when I woke up, I noticed a strange feeling of separation within myself, a disconnect. Thinking back on it, at that point my memory was gone, and that time, I'd forgotten. I couldn't remember why I'd come to this school, and I couldn't remember what my ultimate ability was. But what would make you have forgot all that? Strange, isn't it? It's hard to imagine what happened by chance. It seems much too convenient. Are you saying that you think you lost your memory because...
Indeed.
I don't think. I'm positive it was the work of the mastermind. They stole my memory. But why would they do that? There's only one reason I can come up with. Because of my purpose and ability, somehow they would interfere with the mastermind's plans. So the mastermind just stole them from you?
However,
And it could also mean, somehow my memories may be connected to the mystery of this school and the mastermind, which is why I have to get them back. That's why I've been investigating things by myself this whole time. But if what you say is true, why didn't you ask the rest of us
Why
to
is
help you?
that?
If I did that, then we all worked as one. The mastermind would have noticed right away. Plus, there's always the chance that the mastermind is actually one of us. I think she could be the mastermind herself. Remove her memories, it's the perfect alibi.
correct.
Well, you don't make too big of a deal out of it. It's just a possibility. But since it is a possibility, we can't ignore it, right? The mastermind, one of us. If she believed that, then of course she couldn't trust anyone around her. In which case, it only makes sense that she would look into her missing memory by herself.
However,
That being said, there was a limit to what I could do by myself, which is why I asked you to help me. But why me? Because among everyone, you were the least likely to be the mastermind. That was just intuition, but... I see. Your intuition was right, though. There's no way an ordinary kid like me could ever be the mastermind.
I understand.
Yeah, right?
I should understand everything.
Why am I...
The goal isn't to get out of here.
It's to stay.
It's to stay here.
What the fuck does that mean, though? Am I the mastermind? Yeah. It's just like the dream I had before, but why did that just happen? Are you okay? Oh yeah, it's nothing. It is nothing, right?
hey,
Even now, I still trust you, you know. It's just I'm not used to relying on
Correct.
others. I know I've never asked you to help me, asked to help the right way, so I understand if you're not convinced. Honestly, I was convinced. I think that's just her personality. Well, can I leave? You said you had a reason for doing all that, investigating on your own. So, how'd that turn out? Were you able to remember anything? I think there's still a lot I don't remember, but at the very least, I was finally able to recall my purpose and ability? Detective, as you mentioned your ability, my ability, what everyone should have known me for. Dude! It's the least kept secret ever. I'm the ultimate detective. The ultimate detective. Correct. And the reason I came to Hope Peak Academy, there was someone I had to find here in the school. You had to find someone who? Well, It was the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy. The headmaster? Why did you want to find the headmaster? He's my I called this one too! I was like, dude, what? She's fucking fine. I mean, these are cliches. I'm sure a lot of people called it. But come on. Come on. I'm the ultimate detective. I'm the one solving all the goddamn cases. What?
In other words,
I was separated from him as a child. As it turns out, he became the headmaster of Hope's Peak. Yoko's dad is Hope Peak's headmaster? Then that explains when Alter Ego told us how he thought the headmaster was involved. I'll find a way. Huh? No matter what it takes, I will find the headmaster. No matter the cost. Yoko, what's going on? My memory hadn't come back at that point, but when he said that, I felt strange. It makes perfect sense now, of course, since my whole purpose for coming here was to find him.
However,
that makes sense. But listen, Makoto, I want to make this perfectly clear so there's no misunderstanding. I said the headmaster wasn't the mastermind, but I didn't say that to protect him. I only said what I felt based on what I'd seen, and when I snuck into the headmaster's room. Then what did you see in there? The room had been ransacked. The shelves were a mess. The desk drawers dumped on the floor. The only conclusion is that someone who didn't know where anything was had been in there. You mean the mastermind, right?
It's true.
That was my assumption, yes, and to confirm my suspicion, I decided to investigate the second floor of the dorms using the key that I found. But why there? Because I also found this in the headmaster's room. Is this some kind of map? It's the layout of the entirety of Hope's Peak Academy. I found it in the headmaster's room along with Mukuro's profile and that key. The map showed the second floor was home to a number of rooms meant for faculty use. Some of the staff must have had to stay overnight from time to time. And I'd figured the headmaster would have some kind of private room there. I'd assumed that if that were true, the room would likely hold more clues, so I went to check. And that's when I finally remembered. I remembered that my purpose was to find the owner of that room. So you went there to see if the headmaster really had a private room there?
However,
but once I got there, I noticed that the second floor of the dorms didn't have any cameras or monitors? So what was it like? The part of the school, I mean. It's hard to describe. All I can say is, the moment I saw it, I realized whatever's going on in this school is more horrific than we ever imagined. What do you mean? I can't explain it. You need to see it for yourself, and I'm sure you'll get your chance soon enough. It sounds like it must be important, and really ominous. Holy fuck, she's just dropping everything. No cameras, no monitors. Why? I have no idea what was going on in the rest of the building. It has to do with Mukuro Ikusaba, doesn't it? Just to be perfectly clear, I didn't kill her. And I know it wasn't you either. I know you're right, but that just means everyone but you and me had an alibi, so then who did kill her? What I can say for sure is that the mastermind is directly involved. To begin with, the point of the class trial of Mukuro Ikusaba was to get me killed? To get you killed?
Indeed.
I stole the key and disappeared, and in retaliation, they wanted to draw me out and eliminate me. That was the point of the class trial. It was? The mastermind knew they couldn't interfere directly? You mean because of the school regulations? Exactly. He has to... Even Monokuma has to follow the regulations. With minimal restrictions, you're free to explore Hope's Peak at your discretion.
In other words,
the mastermind is adamant about following the rules, and with that rule in place, they couldn't step in. Wait, what if it's Taka? Ah, shit. He was all about the rules. Since they couldn't kill me themselves, they tried to use the class trial to do it. The mastermind couldn't step in because of the rules. It makes it sound like the mastermind themselves is somehow bound by the school's regulations. There's one thing I'd like to point out about the murder of Mukuro Ikusaba. What's that? There was a point where Mukuro may not have become the victim. There was a point where Mukuro may not have become the victim? It could have been you. I could have become the victim? You know what I'm talking about, right? Do you mean... That's Hiro. I don't know how he fits all of his hair in there, but that's Hiro. During the night. I can hear them, you know. The footsteps of the gods of death? What? I can hear the gods of death as he moved. That ability naturally draws me into cases like this. Which is exactly what happened with you. I was in the dorms and I had a sudden sense of dread. I looked down the stairwell and I saw a white shadow cross the corridor. I gave chase right away, and as I followed it, I saw the shadow go into your room.
Correct.
I ran into your room and I saw what was happening. I intervened immediately, of course.
However,
that wasn't the end of things, of course. I stopped them, but that led to... Whoever the master assailant was ended up dead.
Correct.
And their murder was disguised, and the dojo key wound up in my room. It all has to be the work of the mastermind in an attempt to get the class trial to eliminate me. So all this would mean whoever killed Mukuro is the mastermind,
Indeed.
right? I don't have conclusive evidence, but that's what I think. And that's really bad if true. It means the mastermind can kill whoever they want if they feel like it. Wait, but does that create another contradiction? The mastermind wanted to use the class trial and kill you because they couldn't interfere,
Correct.
right? You're right, that is a contradiction. And it's not just Mukuro. They needed the class trial to kill me, but seemed ready to kill you in your room. Everything they did is a contradiction. So what does it all mean?
In other words,
It means the mastermind is the one who's been cornered. Huh?
Makoto.
Just a little more. A little more and I'll be able to figure out the mastermind's identity. The identity of the other ultimate despair? I thought Mukuro was the ultimate despair. How is there another one? Also, you lied to me about this one. The other ultimate despair. There's no doubt that Mukuro was the ultimate despair, and now she's dead. Yo, Mukuro Ikusaba is such a fucking enigma. I don't understand anything about her character. But I don't think the ultimate despair is just one person.
Indeed.
It's not. If you think about it, the ultimate despair seems to implicate whoever caused that event. You're
That's
talking
right.
about what happened a year ago. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. The tragedy, whoever's responsible for that, they're the ultimate despair? That despicable group whose only purpose and motivation comes from despair. Then
Indeed.
there, make no mistake, they're the root of all the evil that has forced us to go through this. That is the ultimate despair. And that is our real enemy. 100-mile dash. Pain of the junk food junkie. That didn't make any sense. Holy fucking shit. I got a Dream Island rocket? Holy fuck.